Hi, and welcome to Fashion in the Chanceverse. Yay!
Yay.
You all know me, but for the YouTubers, my name is Dewan. My background in fashion is I have a really teeny tiny fitness wear business. So I make fitness wear and I take fashion classes sometimes because they're fun and they're weird. So fashion is cool. Hang on, what's that? Nothing. Oh, wait, was it a person? Okay. So I'm going to put this here so I can, oh no, oh, I had notes. I don't know where my notes went. There we go. Okay. So when you think about the universe and fashion, what comes to mind? Like the Cassie universe, not our universe.
Magic clothes. Clothes that do something funky. Who doesn't want a dress that cries when you destroy it?
Or starts yelling at you.
I want Sal's where it has dirty words all over the place.
Yeah.
Or the mood dress. I like the mood dress a lot.
Yeah.
So the universe is known for its magical fashion. But that's not the only sort of fashion we see. We see regular clothes too. Cassie talks about people wearing designer wear. Now, to be honest, I don't have a lot of knowledge on designer wear, so I can't speak to that. This person's a little too poor for designer wear. We just wear regular wear. But the stuff she describes is out of this world. See what I did there? And another thing I think is really kind of cool, like we'll discuss some of the outfits and then such. One thing I think is neat in this universe is you can name the favorite color and the style to nearly every character, or at least all of the main characters.
Yeah.
So what's Cassie's favorite color?
It's pink.
She wears so much pink. She talks about it all the time, like when she paints her nails, some of her outfits, etc. What about Dory?
It's black.
Black. Yeah.
Which is pretty much all she wears.
Her clothes are functional. She has the black to hide in general, and like to hide the bloodstains. So it makes sense. What about Pritkin?
Green.
Yeah, of course, green. Or at least that's what Cassie assumes his favorite color is because he wears it a lot. Who else do we have? Radu?
Yellow.
Yeah. Yellow. Then we also have Louis Cesar.
Blue.
Blue.
I don't think who else. What is the wrong notes? Oh wait, that's my fanfic. No, wrong notes. And so even the other characters, we can't necessarily name their colors. We can make some assumptions, but we can name their styles. So like Rico is the anomaly of Mircha's vampires, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he wears the jeans and the leather jacket and everybody else is suits and ties, or at least, polo shirts and suits. So it's, I don't know, I think this universe is really cool that everyone is very distinct. You can picture these characters because we know their clothes. They say clothes make a man. I don't know about that, but it helps me visualize people a lot more if I know what they're wearing. So I've also heard that descriptions of clothing, hair color and eye color, like deep description of those, are marks of romance novels. So yesterday we were talking about paranormal romance versus urban fantasy. Even though Karen says she's not a romance author, she does have little hints of that in there. We see all of that description.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Although I don't think it's restricted to romance, but
no,
I can see how people might.
I wouldn't restrict this to romance either, but you do see some of those elements in there.
Yeah, you do.
At least that was interesting.
I think I think that everybody has his own style is a good thing because she doesn't need to describe what they are wearing every time we meet them. I think we meet Rico in a scene, and she doesn't have to write, yeah, he's wearing this and this and this and this every time, because you can imagine, as you know, he might wear the badass psycho boy style. Yeah.
Makes a good point. So if you describe them once and kind of get a good picture, you can see them. And the only time she really spends time describing their wear then after that is when it's different. So
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
how you
I
say
don't think that once would be enough because you would notice it as style of the person, or like every time and stuff. But yeah, a few times, and then I don't know. When we talk about Marco now, you have the guy in mind with his suit and his cigar and stuff, and yeah, you don't need to read.
right. And in his pink polo shirts.
God loves his polo shirts.
Yes, he does. But you can see that, like, it's not a stretch. And then while everybody's picture of these people are going to be a little bit different, we would at least have a lot of that in common because we know what they wear. And then when she describes Rhea, what comes to mind for Rhea?
Victorian type nightgown dresses.
Yeah, the white nightgown dress. So anytime she says Rhea or she writes Rhea, that's what I see. And if Rhea's wearing something different, she tells us that. So we get to update our picture. But still, base Rhea is in that Victorian nightgown.
And I love said that it's like a mark of a romance novel, like describing what they wear and what their eyes look like, and then boom, all of a sudden the eyes are glowing, they're about to kill you. Boom, all of a sudden the dress is like shooting out daggers or something. So she uses that, and like it totally draws you in, and then she's like, yeah, but it's deadly. This is a creepy universe, and it's really cool.
It is neat. Like you said, draw you in. This is what you expect, and then boom, twist it on you. She only changes what they are wearing for the side characters when it fits the mood. So, like, it does a shift change for them. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Rhea's a good example of that, actually, because her outfits are changing. She's wearing more contemporary clothing as she's becoming more confident around Cassie and in her newer role. So we've seen her in jeans and t-shirts in the last couple of books. So it's a nice evidence of that change in her.
Yeah, that is a good point. As she changed, her mental state changes, her clothing changes too. And when she's feeling less confident, she goes back to the Victorian wear.
Mm-hmm.
Like in this last book, she was feeling pretty down, especially when she went on to back in time to deal with her mom. She was back in her nightgown. So it's kind of like her armor almost. You can see a lot of these characters, their clothing is their armor.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes literally.
Sometimes what?
Sometimes literally, like the warm age coats.
Yes. Okay, so side note, one of my favorite scenes or favorite little things in the last book was Pritkin copying his coat, his armor for Cassie. So she's got a clone of his coat. Yes, total hearts. She's like, oh, that's so sweet. Especially after what happened to his last coat. My little shipper heart went wild on that one. All right. What else do we have? Go ahead.
Oh, just agreeing.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Oh, Rachel added some notes in here. One of her favorite people, or people to talk about, Marlowe, the family trash, the family embarrassment.
Yeah.
So his clothes, even though he's, I don't know, I get the impression he's not stylish per se, but snooty, I think would be the word I would go for. his clothes are always a mess. And part of me wonders if he doesn't do that as not an armor, but a disguise. Like, he is super competent and super on with stuff, but he wears the mess clothes so people don't take him seriously. They relax around him.
That's a possibility. He likes to play on the expectations around him, so his wardrobe would throw people off, definitely.
Yeah. And he doesn't dress like you would imagine a master vampire to look like. So if you don't know who he is, you wouldn't expect him to have that station. And he's just funny.
And it's trash.
Like Fred.
Sing it? Oh yeah, like Fred.
Like Fred. Yeah.
God, I love Fred. Let's see. Well, let's talk favorite looks in the series. So we briefly touched on your favorite, like some of the cool outfits, but out of everybody, it doesn't have to be magical fashion. What were your favorite looks?
I love the shirt that said stressed spelled backwards is deserts. I was like, yeah, that's totally Cassie's shirt.
Yes. I do love her witty tees, and I wish I could find a store with all of those.
And the dress with the stars that set Senator Marlowe on fire. Oh, awesome.
That dress was good.
Oh, go ahead.
That dress was good. That might be one of my favourites. I'm always a sucker for when Cassie's in something entirely inappropriate for the situation. So the devil outfit in book 2. And yeah, whenever she's wearing heels when she needs to run, things like that, really, they just a t-shirt and that's it. You know, those kind of situations always make me laugh, because that's probably more likely. That's probably real life. We'd all end up in that situation dressed inappropriately, because that's just crappy luck.
Kind of like Agnes when she went back in time in her dinner outfit.
Yeah.
Personally, I love the star dress from book 4, book 3. 3. I love that one, but I have trouble visualizing. Like, she didn't give me quite enough to get a firm picture of like the silhouette of that dress. I don't know about anybody else, but I want to make that dress, but I can't see it.
Yeah, because she makes one thing she does say is it's not quite period accurate. And then she's just told, well, it was the magical periods. So it was appropriate for the period magically, which kind of gets away with a lot, because it could be anything.
Sure.
I assume it stays in it. So it would have been, rather than a Victorian corset style. Maybe, yeah, probably.
Yeah, personally, the only thing I could see was corset with big fluffy skirt. But when I tried to draw that, somebody dinged me on it saying that's not period. I'm like, well, I didn't think it was supposed to be period. I thought it was a little off.
Yeah, that's the point. It's a little off. She even says it's a little off when she's having it made. So
That makes me feel better.
I'm with you on that one. Stay corset and a big poofy skirt would have done the job.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I feel better about that, because that is 8 years now.
There's a fan art on DeviantArt of someone did the dress, and that's just what I picture every time. Let's see if I can find it.
Okay. That would be cool. Let's see what else. Oh, I have a list of what people wear. One of my favorite looks from book 3? Yeah, book 3, when they're doing the fashion show. So Augustine has his prissy little fashion show. 2 looks I like there. The dress, or the skirt made of zombie arms that kept grabbing the other girl's butt. And Cassie's mood dress. It's so simple sounding, but so cool. I would love something like that. Just a simple enchantment to go with her mood, and it just changed its look all the time. I love that look. All right. Anybody else have favorites?
One of my favorite is the one that started yelling when it got dirty. Yeah. I was like, oh my god. If I had one like that, it would yell the whole day.
It would never stop screaming. Same.
Yeah.
Have to drop your lunch down it. I think
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say I really wish I'd seen her wear a coronation outfit because it sounded amazing.
Yeah, I wanted to see how that looked like. So we have a comment. Sorry, I forgot it was there. It says, the thought of Cassie wearing Billy Joel's amulet with every outfit just makes me happy. Like the juxtaposition of that where she goes to hell to rescue Pritkin. And I imagine her as Jasmine in red. Okay, that was another of my favorite outfits. I do like, she always she always wears Billy Joe's necklace, even though it's hideous, but she would much rather be ugly, look out of place than leave her friend behind. And yeah.
Is she going to wear it anymore? Will she wear it out of his memory?
I hope so. I don't know. Would it be worse to take it off or leave it on?
So it's a fun one. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Like maybe she'll want to keep it somewhere safe.
Yeah.
Rather than wearing it.
Because would it be a bigger reminder to leave it on or to take it off and it's not there anymore and it constantly makes you think about it? I don't know. That's well, now I'm going to think about that and be sad. Thanks, Nat.
Sauce.
I think she will keep it.
And so
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see her doing it, at least for a while until she's kind of starting to get over it.
Or maybe her new coat has a special pocket or something.
So let's swing around and talk about that Jasmine outfit for a second. God, can you imagine what was going through Pritkin's mind when he sees her in that disaster costume? Oh, make it into a tattoo. It's good. That's a good point. That's another thought. There's a lot of magical tattoos in here that have dual meanings for things too. And you could argue that that's part of fashion. It's definitely part of personality too. So I was really excited we finally got to find out what the chameleon was about, with the lizard.
Was it like two or three books, if not more, before it reappeared?
It came in book 2, and it finally came out in Ride the Storm, which was what, book 9? It took like 7 books.
Yeah, 7 books. That's long. That is a long game. Although saying that Tears of Apollo was the same, wasn't it? That was 6 books.
She doesn't know how to play the long game.
It really does.
Okay.
It's one of the things I like the most is that with her you really never know where this is going.
Yeah.
I once thought about making a tattoo with all 4 elements because the African, and then I thought, no, because I don't know what she will do with him or to him or whatever, and I don't want to end up with a Pritkin tattoo and he's like turning into a complete nut or something. I don't know. I didn't.
I see that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If she turns him into a nut, we're gonna have problems.
Yes.
I'm throwing things. Tables will be flipped.
You'd never do that to us.
She killed Billy Joe.
Ah, true. No one is safe. You fully kill off Billy Joe and no one is safe. It could be anyone.
Oh, he left. What else do I have on my list?
I wondered if Pritkin will start dressing up. We'll see, maybe.
Question. Last time we saw him, he was in his War Mage fatigues, but he is quit now. So, how's he going to change once he's finally back?
PJs! Yay!
Well,
He totally doesn't wear pajamas.
he's finally
He
wearing.
definitely sleeps in the buff. It's no two ways about it.
Well, not since they got caught a few too many times. There's boxers now. Oh, we also have times when characters wear nothing but mud. That's a good look too.
Nudity is definitely a theme in these books.
Yeah. And luckily the characters we see naked are at least good looking. Or they are in my mind. I had a thing, I forgot a thing, and then okay, so the last little bit I have here is I found some real world some real world looks. So let's look at the crazy of actual world. Where's my screen share? There we go. Nope, not him. He's my favorite. So we have a potential Dante's costume. What do you think? Would Casanova make his peeps wear that or no?
If it served a purpose, absolutely.
Don't think there's enough cleavage for him.
Fair point. What else? I only have 2 in this folder. I think Rachel picked out these. There's more cleavage for you.
Yeah, I think that would be more his style.
Do people buy these outfits?
Yeah. I wouldn't wear that one per se.
Like slutty vampire slayer or something.
I can see Rosier in that middle one.
That's
The
insane.
umbrella head.
The one on the left's beautiful, but yeah, the
I can see the one on the left, Augustine creating for Cassie for an event.
Mhm.
But it's magical. It doesn't show anything.
yeah, like those leaves move as she moves to make sure she's still covered up. Yeah.
Does anybody else imagine Rosier always like wearing loungewear
Yes,
at home?
yes.
Okay, good.
Like a smoking jacket or something.
Yeah. Like the Hef. He would look like
Yeah.
Hef all the time.
All the time.
So here's a good, we have another character who wears nothing but snakes, like actual living snakes, which is probably just, so here's a good look for her. I'm trying to decide who would wear that. I think that's a Radu look.
You'd probably put Gunther in it.
Yeah. I could also kind of see Malo in one of those. Either that one or the other one, like for a fancy time.
Like this one?
Yeah.
Do that.
I can actually see Mature in that.
Oh,
I think without the leather jacket, because I just see Tamar.
Yeah.
Like minus the top hat and the leather jacket, I could see Mucha. But
Definitely.
with it, that's Tomas. It's also very emo.
That's lovely.
That is gorgeous.
I don't know. I can see in it. Roger probably, maybe Rosier actually.
Honestly, I would see some of the vampires from one of the other continents.
The
I can-
courts.
yeah. Zangzi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Zheng would look amazing in that. Zheng would look amazing in anything.
Yeah.
Or his boss, Chung.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray would
that's
wear that. That is not a Ray look.
No. Ray would look like he's dressing up in his daddy suit if he was gonna wear that.
This outfit, I wish I could find in real life.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I see Augustine creating something like this as the formal wear for the Pythian court.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got a very Grecian feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still modern. Like it's very modernized. So I like it. This would be a good look. We should send this to her. Suggestion. Oh yeah.
Naked Eddie.
Oh, side note, my family, or Colin and I went for a walk today and found 2 snakes on the ground. One was like running across the path and we just stood there. And we think the other one was dead, but we still gave it wide berth because I don't do snakes.
I'm imagining a running snake now. It's language and stuff, but yeah, I can see it run.
I can definitely see that middle one as the console with actual snakes where the gold is.
Oh. Well, I see that now too. I like that. The one on the right kind of reminds me of a dragon armor.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Claire.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Or the middle one for Senator Dorina.
Yeah, that one would work too.
I like it. I could see the one on the left in just Augustine or that Hat Claude's shop. That's what I have to call him, that Hat Claude.
Hat Claude. The playing cards.
The playing card one, personally, I imagine the cards flipping and moving, like being magical and moving all the time. I wonder if Casanova would make his girl dealers wear something like that, or if that would be too much. I don't know. Or snakewear.
I have no
His
idea.
eyes remind me of Jonathan. That's actually a really cool outfit, though.
Yeah, I liked it.
It reminds me of the Erin, the flight. You know, the.
Oh yeah, with their wings. Yeah.
I could actually see that for Dory making a statement.
I could see that. Yeah, the person wearing it is very androgynous, so I could see it going both ways.
Yeah.
What's the best way?
Here, let me zoom in.
Are they books?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I think she's on a book chair. Like her chair is made out of books and her dress is made out of books.
This actually looks like someone on Gish had done that.
Really?
Because they do. Yeah. People come up with stuff like that, yeah.
I'm not that creative.
It's incredible.
This screams Fae to me.
Yeah.
Like the location, everything about this is Fae. I don't know. Oh, no, go away. Go away. Oh, that's that one again.
Ooh, that's Hong Kong.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Walking promotions.
You see them coming off the dress as well.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it. All right. That middle one. The middle one is, that's the one I see, the earring. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one on the right is very Mingda.
Mindy.
Yeah.
I could also see it being a Dory outfit.
Yeah. I love the coat. No idea what it'd be, but I love the coat.
You could kind of be an emo Rhea too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh, there's that
Oh.
one. Like another shot of it.
Really cool.
Insane, that one.
What do you
It's just...
do with your arms?
What do you do with your arms in it?
Part of me wants to have some of these crazy outfits, but like, where would I ever wear them?
Right?
Put that on and go out for a night.
Look at her shoes, though.
Holy shit.
Hi.
Yeah, those shoes are pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Those look like pole dancer shoes. They're pretty. Ooh, this one.
Like that.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I think somebody had a Grecian line within the past couple years, and all of their things looked vaguely Greece related.
Her wedding dress is so pretty.
Yeah.
That's a coronation dress.
Yeah, I say that's someone's coronation, definitely.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Good. That looks like Cleopatra almost to me, like her hair.
Yeah.
The hairstyle with the beading in it, yeah.
And then the Egyptian looking folds too. I could see her popping something out at a formal occasion if she decided to not wear snakes for a day.
Yeah.
Snakes.
It's really highlighting the hips.
Yeah.
A little weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, they give her the nice waist at least before the hips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a little waist and bigger hips if I had to choose.
It's very flattering.
I want this outfit.
The bottom half looks like a Dalek. I love it.
That's insane. At least no one would get near to you. That's the perfect personal space bubble.
Yeah.
This is 2020 social distancing.
And better yet, the closer you get, the more spikes they shoot out at people if you're too close.
Love it.
I don't remember why I chose this one. It was just kind of fun. Kind of weird.
That is fun.
I can see Gertie in something like
That
that.
looks like it would be like a raincoat dress that you would put on if you're gonna find yourself covered in mud. So you put it on, and it protects against the elements.
Augustine needs to cover Cassie in one of those.
It's just a belt because she figures she can't easily lose a belt.
She'd find a way. I think this reminded me of the mirror looks from Lover's Knot, those mirror clothes.
Oh, yeah.
But I like the main outfit idea. I like that. And I could totally see Gertie or Hildy in one of those.
Mm.
We haven't found stuff for us Hildy yet. But no,
I
come
can
back.
see.
That's way, but also Hong Kong.
Yeah, that's just a no to me. This one, oh.
That's amazing. That's very Faye and Consul.
Nimue.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of water. I love this one.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
wear it because I'd fall out of it, but I love it.
I never get in it.
That too. Oh, I think I'm out. Oh, that was my last one. I love looking at the crazy runway couture. I always say that word wrong. The runway fashion. Because they're just so over the top. It looks like they could easily be magical fashion too.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh, that is not me. Amazon truck for once is not me. Okay, that is really all of the things I had. Does anyone have stuff to add? Like fashion thoughts about the Cassie Dory universe?
I do want to touch upon what you said earlier about how like Cassie often ends up with no clothes and how that relates to like armor. Like there is a little bit of the trope of like sexy naked times, even inappropriately, but also it's very much.
Brendan just broke this.
Okay, well I'm busy, so
No, he like put it apart
It's
when
okay.
it was already broken. At one point.
okay, I don't need to know this right now.
Sorry, I get it.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's not even about the. It's kind of like they take the feral tropes, you know, the feral wild child, and turn it on their head, because like some of the times when Cassie is most naked is when she's fighting, and it's literally bare bones. It's only Cassie. It's not all about her armor or her advantages. It's just Cassie herself fighting. And it's almost more powerful in that acceptance of itself, because like it takes that trope and kind of just turns it around a little bit, makes it positive.
I see that.
That's very much the end of book 5. Hunt the Moon was very much the end. That was almost the argument of it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She didn't need the dress. She didn't need to be the centre of a party. She was Pythia, and her actions spoke louder than any party could.
Yeah, she spoke that very loud. She finally came into her own there. Well, started to, realized who she was and to own that identity. We see her owning it more as we go too.
Like I think also because it's been a while since I've reread, but also in the earlier books it was very much a fight to stay with her similar fashion, and she kept putting up this fight about keeping true to her fashion and keeping true to herself, and fashion was how that manifested. And then she slowly started to give control over to her stylist and to people in her life. But then at the end, when she becomes accepted as Pythia, she ends up completely naked, just herself in the storm. And then she starts controlling her fashion and understanding what she wants from it. And then it even becomes an armor as she starts to really play the game.
You see that in book 6, Tempt the Stars, with the witches.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have anything to wear. She's going through her closet, trying to find something appropriate, and she's like, fuck it. I'm just gonna wear what's me. And goes out to them in her t-shirt and jeans, essentially. Yeah, she's grown.
I love her so much.
I'm trying to think. I'm not as familiar with Dory, obviously, we know that, but does Dory use clothes in the same way at all? Like, do we see a parallel with her in clothes?
She just is constantly destroying her clothes. So she has no connection to clothing because she can't keep anything. So she's quite disconnected from clothing. And when she's put in something fancy, she's very like, this is just, it means nothing to me. Like, I know I look all right in this, but fashion is not something that Dory cares about at all because she can't keep any.
Yeah, you're right. She does destroy it all, doesn't she?
Mm.
That's a good point. Well, damn, I was hoping for a parallel there.
She likes the more practical stuff. I think, I could be wrong, but I think as she becomes more involved with LC, she starts to kind of want to keep nice things around so that he might appreciate it.
Yes, he likes her nice things, so she likes the nice things.
Yeah, like just a little bit more. And I think that might kind of go into how she views herself a little bit in terms of she was always trying to get by and just be practical about her life, and now she's starting to, do self-care and stuff like that, if you want a parallel.
Fair enough. She always did the hair colors. Like, that was mentioned early books with her. It hasn't been mentioned much since. But she always would do that because it's not something people can wipe off you or rip off of you easily. So that was her one nod to fashion.
Yeah.
Or style.
Yeah.
I'm going to think on that. I also want to think on Pritkin if he's going to, have some better clothes. I kind of think he's not. He's just going to stay in t-shirt and jeans because he caught Cassie with that. That's going to be good enough.
Do you think he's going to go through that little, how like when people quit a job or whatever, they kind of just slack off on their wardrobe because they don't have to get up and get dressed for a job anymore? So he just goes even farther in that direction and starts wearing like whipped up jeans and stuff.
I don't know. I look forward to finding this out. I think he's too practical for that. I think he'll still just what he was wearing before. Walks around in just his new underwear and the robe.
Well, Rosier cares about clothes and appearances, and he was rebelling against Rosier's, so his chaotic, messy, don't care look came directly from him basically sticking his finger up to his dad. So I don't think that's going to change because even if their relationship improves, that's just his look now.
Yeah.
So,
and he was also trying to push away others, so they didn't want him.
yeah, if you try not to be an incubus looking messy and gross, probably a way to help.
And stinky. Ren says, yes, Cassie has come so far from Walmart shops to fancy spa and Augustine's clothes. Yes. All right, and then we have from Faye, the first time he dresses up to attend an event as the Pythia's consort. I can't read. Instead of a bodyguard. She is looking forward to that. Me too. I have a feeling they're going to be late. The first time he dresses up.
And leave early. Or it'll explode.
They'll have to get dressed or get ready 3 hours early because
You just have to like shift them back in time in order to make sure that they're on time.
His outfit for when they went back to Gertie's time last book, which is like, oh, that sounds very dapper. I'm on board with this. Had the Victorian look or Edwardian or whatever it was. Oh, yeah. Good stuff.
See him kind of like steampunkish almost.
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of see that.
Yeah, that's actually kind of how I imagined it too. Maybe not the goofy eye thing, but everything else. Yeah, I can see that. Wonder if he'll finally get a manicure, or if Cassie will pester him into that.
He's like, if you want to talk with me, you have to come with me to my appointment. That she sticks the kids on him to get a manicure. Like, let all the kids give him a makeover.
Oh God, he'd probably sit there and take it too. We haven't seen him interact with the kids yet, and I'm looking forward to that as well. And more with him and Rhea, because I think they're going to be buds. What was I going to say about that? Oh, you think we're going to see a change in his hair?
No.
Okay, you have a point there.
Fix that hair no matter what. He's still going to be a busy boy, isn't he, really? He's not going to have a lot of time for hairstyling.
I can see him when he has a date or something with Cassie, that he makes an effort and tries to comb his hair or whatever, but it would turn out as everything they plan, so it would end up messy.
Yeah, I see that. The date doesn't last very long.
Nope.
I like it. Okay. Do we have any other bits to add? I think we covered a lot and had some interesting epiphanies. All right. Well, I'm going to stop the video, sign off, and hopefully we will see everybody the rest of CassieCon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.